Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. So, my job for doing the bathroom is not done. Yes, I cleared off all the counter and I put things away, but the big job, and here's a big garbage bag. The big job is going through those drawers. I haven't gone through them to take everything out and clean them since we moved in here, which was on January 1st, 2017. So yeah, excuse my coiffure. I had a good day today. I had a meeting with my doctor. I had tests done. Everything is, my anxiety has kind of gone from 10 to 2, which is really, really good. But I still need to wait for results for the tests. However, a lot of what I was anxious about, I think, also stemmed from the fact that, you know, when you're grieving and you just can't bring yourself to go through things. I've talked about this in some of my comments with some of my lovely friends here who have commented on my last video. Yeah, and what is shocking, maybe not so shocking, is so many expired items. So hence the big garbage bag. Now, I have gone through all of my drawers. Now look at the mess of my counter. I still have to go through this stuff. I took things out, but some of it I haven't gone through, and yeah, they need to go into the garbage. And that is, you know, I've been very brutal about throwing things out. Well, especially expired. Of course, I've just dumped things. Because neither Mom or I were all sickly people. We didn't get flus, we didn't get colds, we didn't get COVID during COVID. I had a very mild case a couple of months ago. I wouldn't even call it COVID, to be honest, because I didn't get really sick, you know. So I kind of, you know, wonder about those tests, and maybe it was an expired test that I used. I don't know. But anyway, regardless, it doesn't matter. The fact is I had items in my medicine drawer. My bottom drawer was always kept for personal items like, you know, panty liners, what else did I keep? Anyway, washable, yeah, lots and lots of, I'm looking for them. Oh, you're there. I had about 5 of these Dove, sorry, and I don't know. To me, I'm looking at it, it's backwards. Hopefully it's not for you. These Dove soaps. I guess I had bought them on special when there was like 6 in a pack or something. And I gave my son 2 thinking that I only had 1 left, and I got 3 more of these. So, you know, and I know Mom loved Dove soap, but she's not going to go through it as much as I did and whatever. So, yeah. So I emptied everything out of all the drawers. I've brought it up here. I've had a lot of these containers, which are now filthy, which are going to be washed, because, you know, hair and things oozing out, whether it be, you know, hand sanitizer or creams or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, part of my anxiety was dealing with this kind of thing, having to deal with throwing away things that Mom used that I didn't need, that Mom needed, and a lot of, you know, eye drops and blah, 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 all expired, of course, now. So I decided that I'm going to just take everything out. I need to wash these. These need to be washed and looked after. I'm going to do that. And throw out things that I have had for years. I stopped looking after myself, I think, when Mom got bad, which is about 3 years ago. Well, I've got this night cream by Neutrogena. I bought that around that time. Garbage. 3 years is too long to keep anything like that. When I had shorter hair, I bought this I Got To Be. It's a sculpting paste, and I used to use it to, keep my hair a certain way. It's old. Garbage. So that's what I'm doing now. I've also got gauze, Band-Aid things, that kind of things that I'm going to put into a plastic bag, and I think it'll keep it cleaner. Gauze doesn't go bad, I've got, and they're in packages. So I've got some gauze in packages, and those, well, I'm gonna put them all in a plastic bag. They do not. Now I've got makeup. I've got makeup that I've had for years. I do have some new. I do have a few things that I remember buying in the last 5 months. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Time to check it out. And I'm being ruthless. Now, those are just the drawers. I still have to open up the cupboard under here and go through things that I have kept for Mom that I don't use. And garbage. Once you've opened, whether it be shampoo, body lotion, whatever it may be, if it's old. Now, I am not crazy. Shampoos and things, sometimes I will dump a bunch of shampoo. If there's a little bit in like 3 bottles, I'll put them all in one. It's shampoo. I just want to wash my hair, and I only do it, and that's it. So that kind of thing. The only thing that I have been hoarding, my nail polish. I've always done my nails. I love doing my nails. I have piles of it, but in the back of it, I've got a container full of stuff that was for Mom, for different things, different personal, hygienic, emergency, constipation things. Hopefully no one's offended by that word, because we all get it once in a while. A lot of that stuff I can throw out, and I'll put all my nail polish in one little container, and I'll have it all there. Yeah, I've got nail polish, nail conditioner, nail polish remover. Yeah, I think it's the only thing in 73 years, I guess maybe we could say 63 years, because I was probably about 10 when I started doing my nails. I've always been very proud of them. I've always tried to let them grow. I used to bite my nails. No, it must be since I got engaged the first time. I think I was 18 when I got engaged. I stopped biting my nails, and I haven't bitten them since, and I've been wearing nail polish. And occasionally I'll take all the nail polish off and let my nails breathe. I think it's important. I used to wear those acrylic nails, or go to the salon and get my nails done with the fake nails and stuff, or whatever they use today. Unfortunately, it's bad for your nail if you don't let them breathe at least once a year. So what I used to do is take everything off, and my nails were very soft and rigid after using for years and years, using that stuff, which is really bad for you. And I would leave them for a year. I wouldn't even put nail polish on them, which really killed me. But I cared for them, I creamed them, and so I know I'm going on and on about my nails, but that is the one part of me that I had control over that always look nice. You know, you can look after your face, but you're going to get wrinkles, you're going to get zits, you're going to get blah, blah, blah. My nails never let me down. Yes, they break, but I just file them all down together and they all look beautiful. Isn't that the weirdest thing? I'm weird. Weird. So guys, that is what I am doing. I think I have, with the help of my doctor, talking to him and him relieving me of 75% of my anxiety and helping me to understand that I need to do things at my own pace. And we had a beautiful talk. He's a wonderful doctor. And as he said, let's wait for the results, you know. And then he explained to me about my head shaking and how it gets worse when I get anxious. It's normal. It shakes. We're going to look into that a little further to see if there's any neurological things that can be done besides wearing a neck brace, right? But he's absolutely right, because my head shakes kind of normal, kind of like a classic Audrey Hepburn. No, Katharine Hepburn, not Audrey. Katharine Hepburn style, because as I'm getting older, it shakes a little more. However, I've noticed that when I'm anxious or when I'm upset, it shakes even more. I had a bit of a scare last Saturday night where I had chest pains, and they weren't severe, but they were enough to scare me. And I didn't recognize some of the symptoms of reflux. You know, when you're anxious and, you know, you've had, you know, ulcers and things like that over your lifetime, which I've had, I know the feeling in my stomach when I get the reflux. So that's what it was. But at my daughter's, my head was shaking so much all the time, because while I was there, I was terrified I was going to have a heart attack in front of them, you know, in front of my grandkids, you know. So we're going to look into this after the summer, after all my tests are done, after we can sit down and talk and go through that. So I think you know my whole life now, and this is what I have to do. I have to purge everything, because one of the things, I mean, I love a clean house, I love a clean bathroom, but knowing every one of those drawers was a mess, and lots of old stuff and stuff especially for Mom, and under my sink in the cupboards, everything in there, under there, I knew that in the back of my mind, it was driving me crazy. And the doctor said to me, take it one thing at a time. Attack one thing at a time. Unfortunately, I'm not good at attacking one drawer at a time. I have to do the whole thing. And that's why I have the garbage bag. Dump. If I haven't bought it in the last 6 months, it's going in the garbage. End of story. Things that belong to Mom, her old combs and things like that that I don't use, I'm not going to keep them. I was afraid to throw them out. I'm not afraid anymore. It's time. I'm sure she's laughing at me, because my mom had a spotless house. My mom was spotless. So to have such a dirty little girl probably drove her crazy. However, and it's probably driving her crazy, which is probably what she's doing. She's giving me energy to do this, to get rid of. If I'm not wearing that makeup kind of stuff, get rid of it. I haven't worn makeup in a long time. I wore some over Christmas. I actually fixed my face, eyeshadow, mascara, lipstick, blush, had my hair done, loved it. And that was it, you know? And yet I was the girl who always bought the latest makeup, the best, who always always wore makeup, always facials and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, now it's like, what the hell? So, now that you are listening to me rant about this whole thing, I got to get at this. It's getting late at night. It's not too late. I am really going to try and go to bed before midnight. Really, really, really try. Tomorrow, I have a craft that I want to do. I have it in my heart. I've done a lot of things to kind of motivate me and get me feeling really, really good about things. So, yes. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing good. There's a lot of silly little things that irritate the back of my mind that are not being cleaned, like light fixtures. Light fixtures drive me nuts if they're dirty. And I've got two. And the reason they drive me nuts is because they're a little bit taller than me. So when my son comes on Saturday with my grandson to help me get rid of a few pieces of furniture that's got to go in the garbage, I want him to step on the step stool. He's tall. He can, take that off for me, and I can wash them. Things like that I used to do my best thinking when I was cleaning. I don't know if any of you are like that, but especially when I was married. When I was married and my children, they went off to school and I was home, I think I used to babysit for a while. But when I started cleaning, that's when I did my most imaginative and most in-depth thinking, whether it be something I was going to write, whether it was a couple of plans for the family that I had in my mind. And once I finished cleaning, it was like ingrained, and I always remembered it, So anyway, I went on and on for nothing. You know my whole life now, my secrets, etc. I do have another little bag here, and these are things to donate. I'll just throw them in with the Goodwill stuff. It's things that don't expire, like hair curlers, or what have I got? A couple of boxes, travel boxes for soap, for toothbrushes. What else have I got in there? Yeah, that kind of, so it's all that kind of stuff in there. So I've kept that kind of to one side, and garbage here. So it's just donate and garbage, and whatever is left in this horror of a mess, yeah, I'm going to tackle it. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to my rant. But you have no idea how much anxiety I was under for a little while. And it was not just Mom's stuff. It was some other issues too. And my health. And my health was the biggie. And I've gotten calmed down quite a bit. Like I say, I went from 10 to 2 today, and feeling so much better. And thank you so much for your kind words in the comments. Thank you so much for your concerns. I'm okay, it's just when you have a panic attack or an anxiety attack, it's like having a heart attack, and you don't know the difference, and you're alone, and you're afraid, and you panic, and there's nothing worse than being embarrassed when you think you're dying and someone says, "Oh, if you just burp, you'll be okay." Not really, that's not what they, but it's kind of an example. So that's it for me for today. Wish me luck. I'm almost done. I'm going to wash out all of these containers. Some of them I'm going to be able to use in my craft room. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for sticking around and allowing me to share my life with you. And we'll get back to crafting soon. I need to purge this, and I need to do it now. And I can't put it off. it's one of those things, you know, it's bugging you and bugging you and bugging you, and if you don't deal with it, it's just going to drive you crazy. Well, I'm dealing with it. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.